Good evening, and welcome to another edition of TV Theories. I'm Jason DeCanio. It is Saturday night, May 22nd, 2021, about 11:30 p.m. I'm making this video late because, well, you know, my fathead stalker in Westland, Michigan continues to make a baseless threat, literally. One that he seems to can't get his facts straight because he himself involved himself in the matter. And yet the matter has been 7 years to the date and has no credibility whatsoever, which is typical of a narcissistic son of a bitch like Chuck E. Cheese. You know, Mr. Itch, you have nerve and you got balls playing drums and then accusing me of being a credit card thief when, see, you only got half the story from your little son in Brick, namely Chris Kennedy. And see, we now know that the connection of the Asperger's disease between you and him is true, because only a guy who has Asperger's like yourself can blackmail another Asperger's idiot and get him to make threatening videos back, demanding money that he already has. Okay? So here's the story again for the scumbag in Westland who thinks that I owe Mr. Kennedy money when I really don't. Okay? Your son, we're going to call him your son because you guys act and think alike. Your son in Brick, New Jersey took out an American Express credit card for $3,000. Yes, without your permission. Okay? He gave me a secondary card, of which I ran up to $472. Now, Mr. Asshole in Westland, here's the deal. I sent the money that I owed back to Mr. Kennedy in the form of a money order. Whatever the case, do you know what your little scumbag of a son of a bitch did? He pocketed the money. He never paid back Amex to put the balance back to $3,000. Okay, but at the same time, Amex was calling me, trying to get a hold of him. Okay? And you think Mr. Kennedy will ever tell you that side of the story? No. Because you see, Mr. Itch, you have him by the balls, like you do Mr. Coon. See, the name of the game here is blackmail, and you, sir, are the expert of it. The cyber troll that you are, literally, okay? So, I don't owe any money to Mr. Kennedy, and even if I did, the statute of limitations is run out on his little attempt to try to sue me. Okay, he had his opportunities many, many years ago. What did he do? Nothing. Just like you sit there and play your tom-tom drums and expect Mr. Detweiler to believe that I'm going to steal money from him next. Okay, Mr. Detweiler is coming down on his own steam. He's giving people opportunities to team up with him, okay, to make something better, all right? So you want to stick your nose in Mr. Detweiler's business like you always do, I think you're going to get your ass handed to you, Mr. Fitch. I don't think fucking with us anymore is going to help you with credibility, and I don't think it's going to help you with further future situations. Because if you do fuck with us, man, I think a fist up your ass is the best thing for you. It's going to teach you a lesson never to fuck with us again. So, heed this threat. If you think I'm a credit card thief, Mr. Itch, Chuck E. Cheese, you need to prove it. See, but that's your problem, narcissism boy. You don't know how to prove anything. All you know how to do is make up allegations, accusations, things that don't make sense because your brain is fucked up. You have Asperger's disease. just like your little son in Brick, New Jersey. And if Mr. Kennedy still wants to continue this 7-year misguided missile of missing money, all he has to do is pay back Amex for what he owes. Okay? It probably went to a debt collector, and he owes much more than that. Oh, yes, your little son owes a whole bunch more and can't pay because he's got to keep running to his mommy every time. And daddy, you. Why don't you bail him out? Do something good for society instead of blackmailing your little fucking ass bum in Brick, okay? So get your facts straight, Mr. Fitch. Get them straight, because I'll tell you right now, keep threatening me. Okay? And by the way, what's this I hear? You still owe about $2,000 from the apartments that you got kicked out of? Yeah, what's that all about? You know, if they really wanted to come after you, they could start sending debt collectors to your ass. I bet you get a lot of harassing phone calls. Well, the days of the debt collectors are over for me, Mr. Fitch. I'm making money and making plenty of it. And I'm very comfortable with what I do with my life. And as always, you are jealous. Because that's what a fat ass head like you do. You are jealous of successful people. You know, I think we should forget about racism as a pandemic and put up a sign that says narcissism is a pandemic. Toodaloo.